Today, we're talking about the Apple TV 2026, Apple's next-generation streaming box that, according to fresh leaks, could finally be revealed at Apple's big September 2026 event. If the rumors are accurate, this won't be a small refresh. The Apple TV 2026 is shaping up to be a major upgrade focused on faster performance, smarter AI features, better connectivity, and deeper integration with Apple's smart home ecosystem. So if you've been waiting for the right moment to upgrade your Apple TV 4K, or you want a streaming device that can double as a serious smart home hub, this is the leak you need to hear. Let's start with the headline. The expected launch window. Multiple leaks suggest Apple is targeting September 2026 for the announcement, with availability likely later the same month. That lines up perfectly with Apple's usual fall rhythm announce in September, ship shortly after, so this timing feels believable even before we get official confirmation. Now let's get into the most important part. The hardware. The Apple TV 2026 is rumored to jump to the A17 Pro chip. A big step up from the A15 found in the previous model, and that matters for more than just raw speed. With the A17 Pro class performance, Apple TV could deliver faster app launches, smoother navigation, and significantly better graphics, especially for high frame rate content, demanding games, and next-gen tvOS features that require more processing power for streaming. This could translate to more stable 4K playback, quicker buffering recovery, and better handling of bitrate video, especially if you're using premium services, local media servers, or advanced home theater setups. And for gaming, whether it's Apple Arcade or more console-like experiences, A17 Pro upgrade could be the difference between mobile level and living room ready. Alongside the chip upgrade, the leaks point to 8 GB of RAM. That's another big jump. And it's a key detail because RAM directly impacts multitasking, background processes, and overall fluidity. With more memory, the Apple TV 2026 could keep more apps active without reloading, improve switching between streaming services, and support heavier experiences like advanced home dashboards, AI-powered recommendations, and richer animations in the interface. Storage is expected to start at 64 GB, with a possible 128 GB option. That may not sound dramatic, but it's practical. Apple TV storage fills up quickly if you download lots of apps, store games, or cache high-quality content. A 128 GB model would be a smart move for users who actually treat Apple TV as more than just a Netflix box, especially gamers, families, and people who use multiple streaming services plus fitness apps. Now, let's talk about where Apple is likely pushing the biggest new experience, AI. According to the leaks, Apple TV 2026 is expected to put artificial intelligence at the center, especially with a smarter Siri experience and expanded Apple Intelligence-style features. The goal is simple: make Apple TV feel less like a grid of apps and more like a personal entertainment assistant. That could mean more natural voice commands, better understanding of what you're asking for, and smarter follow-ups. Instead of searching across apps manually, you could ask for something like, show me a fast-paced thriller that's under 2 hours, or play the latest episode I was watching last night, and it actually delivers the right result without you digging through menus. AI could also improve content recommendations in a way that feels more personal, not just based on what's popular. If you watch a certain type of show at night, sports on weekends, and kids' content in the afternoon, Apple TV could start adapting to your habits and surfacing the right choices at the right time. On the software side, the new box is expected to launch with tvOS 27. That's important because Apple typically reserves certain features for newer hardware, and tvOS 27 could be designed to showcase the Apple TV 2026's faster chip, extra RAM, and AI capabilities. Leaks suggest a refreshed interface as well, cleaner, more modern, and easier to navigate. But the bigger story is ecosystem integration. Apple TV is already great if you're in the Apple world, and the 2026 version is expected to push that even further with tighter connections to iPhone, iPad, and HomePod. That means easier audio handoff, smoother AirPlay experiences, quicker pairing with accessories, and potentially better smart home controls. Which brings us to smart home. Apple TV has quietly become one of Apple's most important smart home devices, because it can act as a hub. The Apple TV 2026 is expected to continue that role, and the leaks suggest Apple may enhance its connectivity hardware to make it an even stronger foundation for a modern connected home. One of the most interesting rumored features is an HDMI pass-through port. If Apple adds this, it could change how people set up their entertainment systems. HDMI pass-through would allow you to route another device, like a PlayStation, Xbox, or Blu-ray player through the Apple TV. That could reduce cable clutter and simplify switching inputs. And it might allow Apple to add smart features on top of whatever you're watching or playing. Imagine your console runs through Apple TV, and you can pull up quick smart home controls, picture settings, or contextual overlays without changing TV modes. That's the kind of feature that could make Apple TV feel like the brain of the living room, rather than just another box. Connectivity. Upgrades don't stop there. The Apple TV 2026 is also rumored to include improved Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, potentially powered by Apple's newer N1 chip. If that leak is accurate, it could mean faster wireless speeds, stronger stability, and lower latency, especially helpful for wireless headphones, game controllers, AirPods, audio syncing, and high-quality 4K streaming, and for users who want the most reliable connection possible. There may still be an Ethernet variant. Wired connectivity is still the gold standard for consistent 4,000 streaming large home networks, and minimizing buffering so an Ethernet option would keep Apple TV attractive to power users and home theater fans. Now let's talk about design and sustainability. Don't expect a dramatic redesign. Leaks suggest Apple will keep the compact, minimal Apple TV look because, honestly, it works. The bigger shift may be in materials and packaging. Apple is expected to lean harder into recyclable materials and eco-friendly production, possibly using more recycled aluminum or plastics and reducing packaging waste. That may sound like a small detail, but Apple has been moving product by product toward stronger sustainability goals, and the Apple TV 2026 could be another step in that direction, especially as more consumers care about energy efficiency and environmental impact. So what about pricing? The leaks suggest Apple will likely keep pricing close to current Apple TV models to maintain mass appeal. However, if Apple introduces a 128 GB option, that version could cost slightly more. This would let Apple offer a base model for everyday streamers, while also giving power users a premium option, without forcing everyone to pay extra. So the big question, what should you expect overall? If these leaks hold up, the Apple TV 2026 could be one of Apple's most meaningful. Apple TV updates in years faster A17 Pro level performance, 8 GB RAM, smarter Siri and AI features, stronger wireless connectivity, potential HDMI pass-through, and a polished tvOS 27 experience designed to tie everything together. This isn't just about watching shows. It's about creating a smoother, smarter living room experience where streaming, gaming, and smart home control feel unified inside the Apple ecosystem. As we get closer to Apple's September 2026 event, expect more leaks, more clues, and possibly early confirmations through supply chain reports. But if you've been waiting for Apple TV to take a real leap forward, the Apple TV 2026 might be the upgrade worth holding out for.